of you, man, and I just want to know the next step for Cyrus. Now that you have the job, what are you going to do, to really take this job and take your career to the next level?
Well, exactly what you said. It's got like getting signed with a record deal. Sure, you got the original upfront paperwork, but that's going to go away if you don't make something happen with your con. So what I need to make sure I do is take advantage of this opportunity I've been given and that I won through this show, because especially people on the East Coast here, like you, like me, getting into the gaming industry is really hard because there aren't that many studios, there aren't that many development studios on the East Coast. So they're few and far between, and because of that, they're usually not big ones and they're rarely hiring. If you really want to get in the game industry, you have to go out west. The problem is getting a job out there and everything, and getting hired when you're not living out there, and it's expensive to move.
Yeah, so, that's true too. Yeah, I see.
Yeah. Now that I have the job, I just have to take advantage of it and make sure that I can just relay what strengths I have without, and the last thing I want to do is come across as someone who's a know-it-all, but someone who's just coming into the industry, because obviously I know a lot about the game industry, but I know nothing about testing. So I'm looking forward to just being open-minded when I come into the job and just soak in as much information as I have right now, and then apply my knowledge already to what I'm about to learn.
Oh, that's a great. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm so glad that you said that, because it still shows that even though, you becoming a star, real fast, you still humble. You know what I'm saying? And that right there is crazy, because you already know. So if you ain't humble, me and Blacksmith gonna put you in a headlock. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna keep you humble. But yo, we do support you, man, big time. Now check this out. Now this is a bit controversial, but you know me. So you know how it goes down. Now, IGN, they had some situations where they let go of staff, and Chris Roper was one of the people that they let go, and he represented the PlayStation side of IGN. Now we have, Psycho Cyrus, how I like to say, joining Sony as a game tester, and you're going to be a big voice in the industry. Now, Chris Roper been in the industry a long time, and I'm not saying you guys is in competition or whatever, but in terms of him being a journalist and you being a game tester, I know the jobs is different, but the voice is the same in terms of what you guys is representing. Now, when you come in to the game tester job and you're working and everything like that, and now that you're picked up, do you feel that you have a lot of responsibility, aside just from being a game tester, but overall representing Sony? How tough is it for you to make sure that Sony's name is being represented through your quality of work? How tough is that for you?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, and you're exactly right in the sense that this competition, obviously it was put on by Sony, and what they really wanted to get out of it is someone that would represent them as a company. So I have to do my best to represent them. So there is that real added sense of pressure. I'm getting messages on Twitter all day long about congratulations about this, but people looking up to me saying, I followed you the whole time and I can't wait to see what you're going to do once you're in the industry. So I'm constantly reminded that, wow, people are actually paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm not just one person. I have all these people that are looking up to me. Someone even said that, you're an inspiration to people out here to get into the industry. You're thousands of miles away from these companies, but you're living the dream. You're joining a company and taking that risk to take it to the next level and pursue your passion. So being constantly reminded that we're just really, it's going to keep me on my game.
Okay. Alright, that's real talk right there, and I really wanted to know that, because I know, a lot of times people, they give it their all, but sometimes, they really don't. And then once you're in this position and, the pressure gets cooking, a lot of times people kind of, bow out, you know what I'm saying? And I just I would never want to see you go out like that because you worked too hard to get here. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to give you those words of encouragement, letting you know that the support is there. And also, I just want to make sure your heart is in the right place to represent when you get in here. Like, seriously. Now, the next thing I want to say is this. Just in your opinion, do you think that Microsoft Xbox 360 is going to try to copy and come out with their own type of show or type of tester thing to kind of help out with their development titles and stuff like that? Because it's, you know, Microsoft is all about the community as well as Sony, but Sony is like, I mean, even with the blog meetups that they do consistently in different locations, and now this tester show, they getting more involved with the community, not just from an online standpoint, but personal, face to face. And that's, and I've never seen a company do it like how Sony is doing it to this extent. So, in your opinion, your professional opinion, do you think this is a step that Microsoft are following?
I don't know if Microsoft is going to necessarily try to mimic it. I know that Sony is really taking a leap to offer exclusive and original content on the PlayStation Network. They've been doing that with Core for years now. They've been doing that with Pulse, and now they're showing this as their third iteration of exclusive content, the Tester, where they're having these live action shows that shows people, and this one especially illustrates people that are gamers, like the whole audience is, that are actually being part of this industry and helping to influence it. Right. So whether or not Microsoft, I don't think they're going to copy it directly. I know that, I mean, they already have 1 vs. 100, which is sort of a community aspect where you can have the game show. But I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they offer up their own sort of idea of a model of exclusive content on their end to rival this, not necessarily in a reality show, but in some other content.
All right, that's cool. Now check this out. There's obviously been a lot of game testers, you know, before you, and there's a lot of game directors and game, you know, programs, a lot of people behind the whole development team. If you had one person or one team within Sony that you would like to work with, who would it be and why?
Okay, I'm gonna give 2 answers.
All right, cool. Yeah, bring it on.
Right. If I wanted to work for someone here in the States, I would say definitely Sony Santa Monica. Sony Santa Monica is incredible. Every game that they releases, it does not disappoint at all. Every game that they release is a day one purchase for me, and to be a part of a team like that would be a dream come true. Either that or Eat Sleep Play with
David Jaffe. Yeah,
that would be incredible. But on the other hand, a third-party studio that releases a lot of exclusive for Sony, Q Games over in Kyoto with Dylan Cuthbert. That would be amazing. They have an awesome place over there. It's a small team, but they release all the Pixel Junk games and everything from PlayStation Network, and those games are some of the most addictive and fun titles I've ever played. So they really draw that aspect of not necessarily casual games, but really, really addictive and actually hardcore games, hardcore gameplay models with sort of a friendly finish to them. So you think it's going to be easy just to look of it, but then you're just like, oh wow, I died 87 times. How'd that
Oh man, that's crazy. Now I gotta tell you something, Cyrus, and this is something that made me think about you, right? When I was at Sony Santa Monica Studio and they were showing us some exclusive footage of God of War 3 at the time, they had their game tester, you know, showing the game off. And I was like, this is going to be Cyrus. Like I felt it. I was like, this is going to be Cyrus. This is going to be him. And stuff like that. And when I was seeing it and everything like that, I was seeing what they do. I was like, wow, you know, my boy's gonna be in this position, and now you're here in the position, so this is gonna be great. But let me ask you a question. This is gonna be kind of crazy, but if there's one game that you could have worked on as a game tester, whether it's God of War, Uncharted, you know, Ratchet, like Resistance, any game, you know, that's on Sony exclusively that you would have worked on as a game tester, like, you know, what would you add to it? Like, what game would you have wanted to work on, and what would you have wanted to like suggest or add to it to make it better? So name the game and what you would have done.